Hello and welcome back. This is game 3 and the final game of the Teen Center Warhammer Fantasy Battle Tournament. We round up the afternoon with my game, Wood Elves versus Skaven. And yeah, this is my first time playing against Skaven. Max is a new Skaven player, so you'll notice he has a lot of proxied bits and bobs laid out. Cardboard blocks to mark as slaves and giant rats and what have you. So I'll try to get it right, but we'll see how it goes. So here's my deployment from my right to left. I've got my Wild Riders and Glade Riders, unit of Dryads here. They're all kind of hidden behind the hills, so I can't get shot at right away. In the middle, also hiding behind the trees, I've got my Altar Kindred, another unit of Glade Riders, and my Eagle. And then on the far side, I have my Glade Guard hiding in the forest, my Generals behind, and my two remaining units of Dryads on the far side. Figure they're skirmishing and pretty tough anyways, so it'll be hard enough to kill. My plan is just to try to engage him as quickly as possible. Here you can see his army. I'll probably get a bunch of this wrong, but from his left to right he's got a unit of slaves, 15 I think. Two spawn are the small monster bases. A bunch of Jezzails. On the top of the rock he's got a lightning thrower and his warrior priest generals all alone up there. Another unit of slaves. A priest is there in the middle. Another unit of slaves or something. Another unit of Jezzails. And then he's got some gutter runners in the forest. So this is turn 1. I've moved up. He's hung back. He went first. I've moved everything out of the forest now just to shoot and try to take out some stuff. And I'm kind of not exactly certain what I'm doing, but I aim a lot of my shooting at his Jezzails. He doesn't remember that he has a 4+ ward save or armor save against shooting. Moving up on my right flank too, hiding as much as I can, but trying to get in combat right away. Just behind that column, you'll see that there is a single model with a single base, anyways, with a white flash. That's a piece of paper. That's his assassin, and he sent him out alone to try to wreak some havoc. And in typical rat fashion, he does wreak plenty of havoc. So here's a look here. I'm able to shoot, I can't remember what with, and take out his general on top here. And so that's a big plus, as now he's going to make leaderships without his general's leadership. You can see the whole board. I've moved up a little more cautiously on the left side just to try to bait him out with his gutter runners, try to make sure I get the attack. And I'm dictating everything. On my right, I've just gone full on because he's hanging back, and I'm going to try to take everything out that I can right away. And round 2, you can see right next to my Glade Riders. I don't believe I've really lost anything yet. He's started to shoot his Jezzails, and they do some damage. They haven't fled or anything yet in response. But I'm thinking that I'll have these cavalry charges that are just going to absolutely wreak havoc and do loads of damage. But the lightning thrower, whatever the thing's called, goes off, does a bunch of damage, kills I think all of the Glade Riders, so they're pretty much out of it, or maybe they go running past. I charge in here against his assassin, who has always strikes first, lose some of my guys, do 1 wound back I think, and with the wound in my combat res, I outnumber him, causing fear. I win battle, and he rolls snake eyes to stay. So I'm just laughing. We charge fear the round we charge. We cause fear the round we charge, and I'm kind of befuddled and baffled, and I think I've got all that mopped up, but it goes on a little bit longer. I've got my Glade Riders in back here trying to shoot at his Jezzails and warped lightning cannon. And meanwhile, his assassin's whittling down and killing my Wild Riders, which is just so frustrating. And I'm totally tar-pitted with his swarm here right out in front. And my Eagle's just been hacking away and can't get enough wounds. So I charge in with my Glade Riders, and they do a feeble job at best getting back. So I've lost my Wild Riders. You can see there's his assassin. My Glade Riders are unfortunately out there in the middle, and they can't flee because I'll run into an object and disappear. My Dryads are coming up, but they can't charge because it's his turn, and I think that 2 means I get shot with a Strength 2 Warp Lightning Cannon attack or something. And we finally go over to the left-hand side. I've killed off his Giselles. I've done a bunch of damage. I've caused panic in a lot of his stuff. And so a lot of his stuff just starts to flee. I charge and he flees from my Dryads, fails his panic test, and Leadership 2 is a tough one. And kind of everything just ends up fleeing off this side of the board. He has his warrior priest or something right there out there alone, and I'm able to stop them. I end up with a solid victory, if not a massacre, by the end of it, and it ends up being a pretty fun game. And the way the tournament ends up, excuse me, is I won first place. The Orcs and Goblins, I believe, were in second. The Vampire Counts were in third. The Skaven were in fourth, the Dwarves were in fifth, and the Lizardmen were in sixth. We all had a great time. I think we learned a lot. We had loads of fun, and unfortunately we're not going to get to play that much more 7th edition. I think we'll stick around with 7th for a little bit longer till we can update the whole team center with 8th edition rules and get everyone up to speed on that one. But it ended up, we had a lot of fun. Everyone played really well. Everyone got a prize, I think, and we're trying to help buff up everybody's army and fill it out. Here's who are these guys here? I think these are the vampire counts out in the middle, but I'm not certain. Oh no, these are the lizard men. They played great, and they're tough, and I think they're going to be really tough in 8th edition, and I'm really looking forward to more of this sort of thing, more great games with these guys, and getting an 8th edition as well. Thank you for watching. It's been a pleasure putting this together.